What's up, everyone? For your Filipino martial arts class today, what we're going to do single stick and we're going to do Sumbrada. We're going to do the high box, the standard box, and the low box, so that way you have all three of your elevations. So let's go ahead and jump into this video. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into our Sumbrada. So Sumbrada means shade for shade in its traditional official translation, shade for shade. I'm doing a roof block concept. So in the first Sumbrada, it's all high box, or everything's on the high line. Standard Sumbrada makes it high with the middle line, and then we have low box Sumbrada, which ties in the legs. So for your training, you have to have high, standard, and low. And then over time, you're going to add in stick and daggers, double stick, you name it, put everything together. When you're training this, make sure you set a timer. Maybe you do like standard high box. Maybe you do high box for like a minute or two, maybe even 3, depending on if you're having trouble. And then you can go standard, and then you can go low. You do maybe 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes. And then bounce in between them. So maybe you mix it up. You're doing high to standard, high to low, standard to low, high and low, all the variations, you mix them all up. Okay, so for the first one, there's not really any footwork to do, so I'm just going to kind of stand here with my right leg in front. Garrett's going to do an angle 8 on top of the head. If you don't remember your angles, let's talk about that really fast. Angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4, angle 5 cuts up the leg, angle 6 cuts up the leg, angle 7 cuts straight up, 8 is straight down, and then 9 is the thrust. Alright? So you can rewind that, play it again if you need to review your angles, but that's your basic angles of attack for Martial Arts Unlimited, 1 through 9. So he's going to feed me angle 8. I'm going to roof block. When I do the roof block, I move the arm out of the way, and I'm coming at him with an angle 1. He's going to inside sweep, and he's going to come back with an angle 2, and I shield. And now I'm feeding straight down. Notice it starts over. Now it's him roof blocking. I inside sweep, and now I shield. And that's it. That's high box. It just ping pongs back and forth with these 3 techniques, and that's all we're going to do. And you should play with this how you see fit. I could kneel down if I was a shorter person. Garrett's fighting one of the kids in the kids class. I can stand up. I never broke the flow of the drill. Depending on how good you are, you might get really fast. My one big concern, though, is a lot of people do this. So I feed here, he blocks, we go here, and then you guys will swing like that. This is all head shots. So I swing, and it's up there, here, here, and that should be high. Not shoulder, not lats, not side, but headshot. And that's it. That's your standard high box. Okay? Pretty easy. Now I'm going to jump into standard box. Slightly different. So, headshot. From here, I'm going to bring this hand around. I'm going to crack him in the ribs. He's going to stick up defense right here, just like he did up here. But now when he comes back at me, I step back and I outside deflect. And make sure when you do this, it's a drum beat. It's not a same time, but a bop bop. Now it starts over. High block, middle line, middle line. High block, middle line, middle line. And there's actual footwork in this one. We step back for a half a second right here. And we come back. And what tends to happen is you start gravitating back to this high. You got to make sure you're swinging to this middle line. And then we defend on that low line. Not low line, but middle line, sorry. And this is standard box. And then if I say, hey, high box. Now we're back to here. Remember I told you, mix them together, right? Standard box. And you get the idea. Now we jump into low box. Low box is probably one of my favorite things I've learned. It was my very first seminar with Guru Ram Balicki, and he taught this, and I was like, oh my God. It was the first time I realized in the Filipino martial arts world that I knew very little. That I thought I knew a lot, but I really didn't. And this kind of broke that down And I would say my first Inasano seminar, when he taught double stick disarms, same thing, blew my mind. I was like, oh, I know nothing. So I know nothing, Jon Snow. Anyway, so here we go. So this time you're gonna smack me in the head, and I'm gonna roof block, but this time I'm gonna swing his stick all the way through. And when I do this, I'm gonna get my knee out of there so I don't blast myself in the knee. The idea is this. I'm gonna go whack to hit him in the knee. So we go like this, swing it all the way through, he keeps going, and now here. And now he swings my hand all the way through. And the way we do this is I'll say my turn. And I swing him through, and I stayed. And then I shield. And now it's his turn. My turn. His turn. My turn. And you get the idea. But one person swings that leg, that stick through. But there's one key element that's in all of them. Put in the comments below if you know what that is. See if you're paying attention. At this point now, we can mix them all together. So, high box, nice and slow, standard box, low box, high box, playing each one, standard, low. Cool. You get the idea. And again, set a timer, play with them all. Make sure you understand it. That's why we're doing it on video so you guys can pause it, hit rewind, see it again. But you now have high box, standard box, low box. To give you guys a little bit more, we're going to enter. We're going to do what we call Sinawali. Sinawali is an interweaving motion. It's typically high-low high. My warning to you guys when you do high-low high is make sure you don't get too excited about this because Sinawali will break sticks. Okay, if you want to go through some sticks pretty quick, this is the way to do it. We're going to count to 6 and then one of us is going to enter. And when they're getting ready to enter, they're going to say high, standard, or low. And that dictates which one we're going to do. So I'll initiate first. So I'm going to do low box. 3, 4, 5, and 6. That puts it back into Sinawali. Then it's Garrett's turn, and that was 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. High box. And now he pushes it, and then we get push it hard out to the side. So roof block, there, and now that resets it. And you're seeing how it can work. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, high box. 4, 5, 6, and then I reset. Now it's his turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Low. Low. You didn't throw me low.
Like that.
And then it's out. And the one we haven't done is standard. So standard. And you get the idea. And again, setting a timer will really make this kind of worthwhile. Don't swing your sticks too hard, you'll break them. Okay? You do need a partner for this. This is one of those hard drills that I can't really just do without a partner other than, but it gets really old really fast. Cool. Well, put in the comments below which one is your favorite. Also, you can put in the comments below which one you feel is the hardest. All right? Put that in the comments below. I'd be curious to see it. Also, make sure you put in the comments if you get the class completed so I can give you class credit. You guys stay safe. Keep training. We'll see you next month. Or no, yeah, next month. It works. We'll see you next month. This is JD, Garrett. We're out. Perfect. Well, there you have your high box, your standard box, your low box. Make sure you're practicing this with single stick, maybe stick and dagger, double stick. Just kind of have some fun with it. But if anything, for today's class, you just have to do a single stick to make sure you get the concepts down. And then also, I'd like you to be able to bounce in and out of all the different drills like you saw myself and Sensei Garrett doing. So just make sure you tell your partner when you're going to be switching so they don't get caught or they don't get hit. Awesome. You guys stay safe. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.